guys, this is Greg, Danny, and Joe from Ritual Gaming, and we are bringing you Ritual Gaming After Hours. This is our knee-jerk reaction to the current patch, the, what's it called? Fortitude Protection patch?
Protection. Should have been called.
Yeah, we should be just super hipster, and from now on, with all videos, refer to it as the Fortitude patch.
Yeah, I like that thing they almost called it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Anyway, this is our late night kind of take on things.
Exactly. This is our top 10. We're going to say the top 10 characters that we think are the strongest overall in the meta. We're going to discuss a little bit as to why we feel that way. We are not going to be totally explicit for each character. Let us know if you disagree, if you agree. Obviously, I think some of these could be inflicted or influenced.
Yep.
There we go.
That's the word. Inflicted upon oneself.
After hours, guys.
After hours. After hours.
Don't trouble us with words.
Yeah. Words are unimportant to this current segment. And they could be influenced to who we got beaten by in arena today.
Yeah.
So, our first one. Danny, I'm throwing it to you. Number 10. It is...
Genosian Soldier.
Genosian Soldier.
And the reason I think it's number 10, I mean, we've discussed already, we think he's one of the strongest characters in the game. But he's always kind of been the strongest character in the game, one of the strongest characters in the game. So that's the reason why it's kind of hanging at number 10 and not number 1, you know?
He's bread and butter.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just not bad, and he hasn't gotten nerfed, and he's still so strong.
Yeah, you know, when you're building a team and you have 4 guys, you're like, yeah, so this guy's going to do that guy's going to do that guy's going to do that, and that's all going to work out real well, but I've got this one space. Throw a GS in. He's just going to hit hard.
It's never a bad choice.
Yeah. He just,
what's Genosian Soldier going to do? Oh, yeah, kill dudes.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah.
I don't think we even need to spend that much time on it, really. He could be 5th. He could be 3rd. He could be 2nd. He could be 1st. Yeah, exactly. The reason we have people above him is because they're currently a little bit stronger in the meta. A little bit more.
And they're more interesting to talk about.
And
GS has not moved. He's just amongst all this shifting, this earthquake that's happened, like GS has just stayed firm on his little insect legs, just hanging out.
Which is funny because they're bony, they're thin.
So bony.
Yeah, but if you look at insect legs, they got all those little like things that help you
really good at gripping. Yeah.
Good grip.
He could be on the ceiling and he would still be hanging on tight.
Yeah.
Joe, number 9 is yours.
Oh, yeah, this is my one. So this is one that a lot of people looked at the stat debuffs and went, oh, he's done now, which is so sad because I just spent the last X weeks farming him, and it's Qui-Gon Jinn. And we're keeping him around in this list just because of his kit. Yep, his attacks are weaker now. Yep, he's still probably going to go down fairly easily. But man, if you come across a taunt that's getting in your way, you come across someone who's thrown up a couple of buffs, you just throw Qui-Gon at him, and he takes it away. And then he assists for good measure.
Yeah.
And he's not too shabby with a lightsaber himself.
I wonder, do you think you would run Qui-Gon as a pocket pick, even if he didn't have his assist ability? If he only had his buff steal ability? No. You don't think so?
Yeah, he's just this...
Debatable.
It's debatable. I mean,
I almost
with protection,
wonder...
yes. Without protection, no.
But I mean, you can ask the same question about a lot of characters that have 2 really good abilities, but not maybe very good on their own.
And let's not forget his leader ability, speeding up Yoda to be the fastest character in the entire game. And all other Jedis to be pretty darn fast themselves. So, yeah,
what I like about that, too, is that with Yoda, whatever his move is called, the first one, that reduces turn meter. You definitely take the ball into your court in a sense when you're choosing which character you want to reduce it. If they're running a Poe, you can reduce that Poe's turn meter. You're not even necessarily trying to kill him. You're just trying to stem the tide so you can do what you want to do.
Yeah. So despite all these stat debuffs he seems to have got, his kit he still shines through.
Yeah. Joe, the next one is also yours.
Oh, again? 5s. Well. I hate 5s.
I like 5s.
He's so
I don't
beefy.
like 5s.
He's so... I don't like him because he scares me.
Yeah. I wish I had one.
He's like a Dooku with 5 times the life. Without the dodge, of course. But
And a
Slightly
stronger
less
counter.
damage.
Yeah, like you know when you
Really?
come.
You think so?
I think so.
I feel.
I
Like
mean, depending on whether Duke could multi-attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just feel like he's one of those guys. You see a team with him, and you go, "Ah, like I gotta think about this."
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that's the reason why hands up, I don't have it. Like he doesn't. I've got him on 1 of 80
Yeah.
or 1 of 50 or whatever his unlock is. But
Yeah.
when I see him,
The one Galactic War Shard.
oh, you're just like no. And we were chatting to a buddy here who was playing earlier who had 3 characters up against 5s. Ollie, a friend of ours from a locally who we play with, was like,
yeah.
I had 3 guys up. They were pretty beaten, and he'd left their 5s for last.
Which I generally tend to do as well.
Because
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
want to attack him if you don't
Yeah.
have to until
Yeah.
he's the last one.
You
And that
just don't want
5
to
just
take the
wiped
beating.
out his 3 remaining characters, and he was like, "That was my chance to break top 10 today."
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that kind of thing. Like he might not win you games, but he will certainly annoy the hell out of people that play against you.
Yeah.
Like he's a great defensive character, and so that's why 5s.
I feel like with him too, you have to be very careful around how you're using your abilities beforehand.
He makes you think, right?
Yeah.
He like makes you go, they got a 5s. Like I gotta do something now. I gotta like think about this, and that's why we love him and we hate him at the same time.
Yeah. All right, the next one is on me, and we are talking about HK47. Now, HK47 used to be D tier, C tier level, right?
He went from A down to D,
Yeah.
and now he's.
Yeah,
But I
he's
think
just
that
a roller
the reason
coaster.
why you put him here is because he's always kind of been viable in a sense. Always. In ways.
He's always even if you just had kind of a mid-tier droid comp, you could still throw him in there. He was
Let's
okay.
face it. If you guys are playing in the top 100, you've seen a couple of HK47
Oh, you
hanging
definitely
around.
have.
Yeah,
There's a guy in my top 20.
He's not bad.
Still
You know, I
runs
wouldn't
one.
call D tier anyone who can get you into the top 50.
Yeah.
You know.
So, obviously, with the protection buffs, ability block has gone
Grenade.
through the roof. His grenade is insane. And tomorrow, for me, you can use your Omega shards to buff his leader ability. And I think, don't quote me on the numbers with this, but it's currently, if you get a crit on a droid, you get 30% turn meter, and it's going to go to 50%. Almost double.
Oh,
Which
Ooh,
is insane.
yeah.
Even today, when I was using his grenade ability, I grenaded and instantly got another attack.
Mhm.
It was a crit on 3 people or something like
Yeah.
that. And so now you're going to 50%, and especially with IG-88, who's gotten a lot better, and also has an AoE attack, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah. No, he's top chap.
Top
Danny.
chap.
Top chap.
Next one,
Yes.
Yes.
I've mentioned this in the previous video that we recorded. Stormtrooper Han. He's currently one of my favorite characters. And the reason being, he's at number 6. The reason being is because he's a taunt, and with this new protection system, he lasts longer. And he just buffs up your guys. He just advances your guys. Turn meter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, advances the turn meter.
Yeah.
After hours, guys. Advances the turn meter. And so
Yeah.
all of these
that's
guys...
like
that
the
were-
most PC term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all these guys
I
were
can't
mentioning...
remember
It's like
anything.
Nick at night.
Yeah.
You know?
Nick at Night, yeah.
Otherwise known as what I wished I could watch Ren and Stimpy on, but I don't have that channel.
But yeah, no, so all these guys were mentioning in these top 10 lists,
Sorry.
he just makes them go faster, go twice as much, and pull off their amazing abilities that we're saying.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
reason we're putting them there is for the abilities. So
And we
I
already
really
said
like
that taunts and tanks are really good right now, and he's a taunt tank with an added bonus.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
It makes me
it's
want to
that
go.
special ability that just makes him...
Yeah.
Yeah, that, turn meter manipulation in a slower meta, always going to be good.
Mhm.
However, ST Han, I'd say out of the guys that are the most quite flavor of the month, flavor of the day, let's say, I don't know, whatever.
If you could
He-
farm a character in a day, I
Yeah,
wish.
exactly.
Yeah.
He is very susceptible to ability block. And
yeah.
ability block is good right now, right?
Yeah, no, and I faced him, and I have ability blocked him and thought, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you really have to lock out and ability block him, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's the thing now with the new meta. Is your ability to block him once.
Yeah.
But you got to then take him out before that ability block drops, and then you can do it again.
Exactly, and it's kind of a waste
If he
of
does
like
that late
putting
game-
all of your energy towards one person that's actually doing no damage,
Yeah.
just so you get that like feeling.
Because if he
of,
pops that off like end game when it's like 3 versus 4,
yeah,
3 versus 3, even like
Yeah.
it would swing it back in your direction again. So it's a threat. It's a
Yeah.
constant threat sitting on the board. And what do you want to do with threats? Get rid of them.
So he's a taunt without being a taunt at the same time. Like you're just
Yeah.
always kind of wanting to go for him, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of characters like that who you're just like
Yoda.
Yeah, you know, like we've talked about, and you definitely, I think you invented the term, a taunt without having a taunt.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
a character that you need to get rid of, even though they don't actually have the ability of taunt. This guy just has the ability of taunt as
Yeah.
well.
So
Double taunt.
then let's look at our number 5 pick. Now, for our number 5 pick, we were a little divided since we thought about this really carefully in the hallway about
5
10
minutes.
minutes before this video.
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
hours.
Yeah,
That's 10
Yeah.
human, like 60-second minutes. That's a lot
yeah.
of time.
It was a lot of time.
At this time
yeah.
of night.
Yeah. And we were a little divided on that. So we're going to go person by person. So, Joe, we'll start with you.
I forgot what I
Your
chose.
5 pick was... Yeah.
I want to say Yoda.
Yo,
Am I
yo,
right?
Yoda?
Yo. Oh.
Yeah.
I'll put that guy at number 1.
Yeah.
No, Yoda, regular Yoda. Yeah, I think that he took some heavy beating on the debuffs.
Yep.
But he has such a powerful kit. Such a powerful...
That kid.
That kid. He has such a powerful range of abilities that, you know, we've talked in the last 5 about how powerful buffs are. This is the guy who comes along, takes them off you, and gives them to the rest of your team.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's much to say apart from that. Like, you know, yeah, he's going to attack and give himself foresight and, like, avoid damage for a little bit just so he can stay alive to do that.
The thing is, though, with these types of characters like him, and I can't remember the other one I was thinking of, but with the AI,
After hours.
with the AI, Phasma, with the AI, they don't do the thing they should do first right away, and that's kind of the downside of it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, putting on your team is great because you can do that.
The
right
more
away.
complex you make a character, the more likely the AI is going to screw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why guys like GS are so great. Because they're going to do one of 2 things. Double
Then the
attack.
cooldown comes right away, and then he's gonna do it again.
Yeah,
You know.
if they got it, they're going to double attack, and if they don't, they're going to attack. Either way, it hurts. With a Yoda, like, that's the character that you want to strategize with. That's the character you want to sit there and go, you're going to stop for a second and go, all right, well, he's got this, he's got that, he's got that. If I master, master strike, master work, master, whatever you call it.
Stroke.
Master stroke.
Actually, master stroke.
Master stroke. Like, do I do
Horrible
it now?
name.
I know, that sounds really rude.
Yeah.
After hours.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to be like, bush! And then you're just going to do it. And like you're going to pick that moment. But
Yeah.
the AI is not going to do that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, on your
Although
side...
I feel like there are so many comps, though, where AI just doesn't do that
True,
for you.
but I think Yoda is another one of those. So on your side, when you're controlling, you call the shots, and now he lives. He keeps on trucking, and he steals you all of those buffs when you want them.
Yeah.
So,
Danny,
cool guy.
what's your guy?
My girl is
Huh?
Leumi, and the reason I picked Leumi is because I love Leumi, and I've always loved Leumi.
She
She's
is awesome.
always been good, but she's never not going to be good. And you need a healer for certain different things, but especially whatever. Anyways, you need a healer, but for arena, she's kind of cool. You don't necessarily need a healer depending on the comp, but the fact that she is a healer and she does that heal over time, that's great. She's strong. She can crit hard.
She does crit hard.
She crits
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
She does.
She likes to crit.
She's definitely the most damage dealing of all the healers.
And especially with protection, I think healing is
And
more
ability block.
important now. You
And
know?
a little ability block
Oh yeah,
force
and her
rush, yeah.
ability block. Like
Yeah.
she's every ability she has is really good.
I guess the only reason she's so low in our list here is not because she'd probably be number 1, but she's just so obviously good.
Yeah.
Like, when we're talking about knee-jerk reactions to things, like,
It's not something that's gonna get under your skin.
no,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
like, you see a Leumi, you're like, again, it's one of those guys. Like,
And
kinda
everyone
like
puts effort into Leumi, so everyone should have a decent Leumi.
Yeah.
You know, if they're in the top 10, 20...
She's kind of single-handedly balances the game.
Yeah.
Because anyone can get her if there was, if they paid any attention and, like, went out and got her early on.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny because
she is like the fulcrum on which the game balances.
Yeah.
Because you can counter a lot of teams just by throwing her in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what? You want me to ability block you, heal myself, and attack hard? And the only thing that stopped her from really, like, excelling at the top levels was the fact that people could die so quick. There's no one to heal. And now there are plenty
also
of
I
people
think
to heal.
Sid really stopped her, and
Yes.
I just don't think Sid is as strong anymore.
True. Yeah. If we had a bottom 10, Sid might be right at the bottom. He got hit hard.
Yeah, he did get
Yeah.
But we're
I
looking
haven't
on
even
the
looked at him.
bright side.
I shed a tear for Sid, for sure. Yeah.
I have put him in a corner. He will not come out for a
he's-
while.
What was yours, Greg?
Mine was Poe. I think Poe obviously is one of the better tanks, and especially due to his Dispel. I think his Dispel has been kind of long forgotten due to how unimportant it was in the previous
I
metas.
forgot it even existed.
Exactly, and I remembered today.
Yeah.
when
When
I
they had like
Dispelled-
advantage all up, and you just went.
Absolutely.
Poof.
When like 5 guys had their entire team had disadvantage, and then it went down to 2 out of 5, and I just thought, wow, okay. And then I thought, also, I need to start, because I'd never really put into his unique ability where he gets health for dispelling guys, because for the first time today ever, I was in an arena match where I taunted with Poe at the very beginning, and then, 3 minutes down the line, his taunt ability came up again. Blew my
Nice.
mind.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
2 pose in one
2
game?
Poe taunts, yeah.
Oh,
Do you
And,
think
and
that
it
is
actually
holy-
came into
Do you think that his
After hours.
expose?
2 Poes, 1 game.
Do you think that his expose is like
My
really
favorite
important
website.
now because of protection, or do you think it's not as important?
I think his expose is, obviously it's very, very good. However, it's not really the really clutch part of Poe. Number 1, his health was insane already, and so his shield protection is insane, right? And so because his shield is so insane, and because even though he goes a little bit slower than everyone else, Qui-Gon, yes, is a pocket pick to attack. However, I feel like as we progress, Qui-Gon will not be used as a... People, like, won't want to leave him up, right? They'll use him more as a pocket pick to attack. And so that leaves Poe in a very good position. It leaves him going before ST Han, which is very important because he can push back that turn meter, dispel advantages, expose some key targets, and expose is also huge. It really helps you get people low. Now, of course, we'll talk about it.
Expose is one of those really exciting things.
Unfortunately, because of Royal Guard, though, it can backfire. If you have exposed a target that you're not going to one-shot, and then you attack them, you're most likely going to proc Royal Guard, which is very frustrating. So that's our fifth pick. 5 pick. And
5
and,
pick.
all right,
Pick 5.
we're
Pick
gonna
5.
go quickly through the
Top 4.
top 4. So the first one, top 4, is me. It is Daka. I love Daka. I've always loved Daka. To be honest, when I first made my first account, I really wanted to make Night Sisters. I thought Night Sisters were going to be amazing.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You fully abandoned
Yeah,
it.
I literally told everyone that was starting, Night Sisters are the best, they counter droids, blah, 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 and then I fully abandoned them 2 weeks later. However, Daka has always had a soft spot in my heart, and I think, as we've said in, the videos that we've recorded tonight on the couch, on the big comfy couch,
It's comfy.
yeah. we really are a big fan of Daka with her revives, and not only her heal ability, because obviously she is a bit slower, so she can be ability blocked. it's her unique. It's insane. You can just win games off of her unique.
If I were to describe her in one word, it would be unique. She's highly unique. Everything she does is crazy
And
unique.
her stuns are so huge.
Yeah.
She has everything, and again, we're
Yeah.
coming back to like who has the best kit,
Yeah.
and she has an insane kit.
I think she has the best kit.
You can
I think
attack.
she has the best
You
kit.
can attack
Yeah.
and stun.
Definitely for a sport.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a sport where you could bring people back to life,
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a gnarly sport.
that would be a gnarly
Yeah.
sport because that would imply that someone had to die. And
Thanks for just laying that one out. You know, just in case people don't understand.
well, you know, just in case they weren't paying attention, someone has to die, and then you bring them back to life just when no one wasn't. And the heel bringing back someone is like one thing. That unique where you just do it.
Yeah.
And the thing that always got me is that there's no animation. They didn't even bother with an animation for it. They were just like, no, they're just there again. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like kill someone, and then it's like, boop, they're there.
Yeah.
And you're like,
And also, to be honest, I've
Rage.
had where I'm not paying attention and I've already targeted someone else.
Yeah.
have
if
you
you're on
played-
autopilot,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say this,
yeah,
for sure.
I'm not
And they
even.
come back
I'm
all
not
the
even
time.
auto playing. I'm just focusing. I'm gonna say like,
Yeah, no, I
okay,
mean
I'm gonna kill this guy.
autopilot rather than
Yeah.
autoplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
No, that's gonna kill a dude, and then just go on to the next thing.
It'd be
yeah.
cool if they did change the animation to be like this person's just putting their body parts back
Yeah,
together and just
all
like
those
like,
little
popping
hands
in the
that come out of the
eyeballs,
ground,
yeah,
just
yeah.
lift them back out.
Yeah.
They put them back together.
Yeah, they
Piece
just
them back together.
Like,
Oh, that'd be
could
gnarly.
also be kind of pervy,
Yeah.
but you know, they're just like putting Ray's butt back together. Maybe that's just my bad.
Let's put her butt back together.
After hours.
Lindy's gonna have to do so much editing with this.
Nah, she just got to put it up. We're gonna have to deal
I
with
think
it.
we can say butt on YouTube.
Yeah, butt.
I think it's fine.
But is YouTube okay?
We're trying to stay incredibly. What's lower than PG-13? Is there such a thing?
Movies I don't watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, PG.
PG.
What do you mean what's lower than PG-13?
Is it really PG?
Yes.
Are you sure it's not just E? Isn't
No,
it for
it's-
everyone? E
is
for
it not
everyone?
you?
No,
Am I mixing
PG.
it up?
There's G, PG, there's
Alright,
PG-13.
alright. Well,
You know, in the world of Europe, so where I come from, we just call it you, and then we call it porn. And then there's so it's Disney.
Anyways,
porn.
we've already labeled this after hours, so it's
Alright,
fine. We're
alright.
good.
After hours.
okay,
If
alright.
you're a kid and
the
you're
next
watching
one
this,
is
now is
30,
the time.
and it is number 3.
Yes,
which is
Phasma.
Phasma.
And we've all experienced the
Phasma's
return
back.
of Phasma. We
Say
said
back.
goodbye
Her shiny armor.
to
Yeah.
Dooku, and we've said hello to Phasma. And with good reason. Phasma's got... She's always had kind of a cool kit, but it's never been strong enough. But now, with the...
So much time.
For a little
So
minute
much
there,
more
a
room
couple
for
of months
activities.
back,
Yep.
she like kind of got up to the top, and just as she got there, they took it away.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but then they've changed Advantage.
Yeah. It
Which
was a
you'd
short-lived.
In the
Yeah.
previous video, that
Yep.
now everyone crits when they
They've
have
changed
advantage. Yeah, and that's great. And she's
It's
tanky.
longer.
She's
She's
tanky. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is very tanky.
And even just her leader skills kind of cool. Like you were saying, maybe it's not like top tier, but I've seen it in the top 5, and it's valid. And I fully think
I
that it
definitely
could
think
be.
it's valid.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the anti-Dooku, right? Like Danku
Thank you.
Danku takes an attack away from you. Phasma gives you another attack.
Yeah.
Right, and we were seeing in this new protection system that assist abilities help take away that protection, so you can start focusing on characters. So with more assist, what's wrong with that? You know
And
what I
her
mean?
primary got way buffed.
What, her like just normal attack?
Oh, yeah.
Her, I forget the name of it, but her basic.
Yeah.
Pew pew is what it's
The
called.
pew pew.
Pew pew,
Yeah,
yeah,
actually
pew pew
directly
attack.
that. Yeah.
Got a good 20% buff or something.
Nice, that's good. She always needed that because that was kind of
Yeah.
really lacking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I'm rolling just about to hit 7-star kind of Phasma, and she's hitting for like 3,000 or 4,000 now, which not being the biggest thing in the entire world.
No,
Yeah,
before she
better
was
than
just
before,
like
yeah.
she was
It's
just
better.
scraping you.
Considering, I really think people have to view Phasma as a sport character.
Oh,
Yeah,
She
absolutely.
really is.
I mean, her AOE even sucks. really sucks.
Yeah, but speed down.
The speed down. Speed
Yeah,
down.
okay.
will-
Speed down's important.
Speed down. The rest of it, the damage sucks.
No,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Yeah, it's like someone just rained down some pebbles onto people's heads.
She's
She's just there with a handful of dust, just throwing it at
First-
people.
Ah!
Oh, that's really annoying. I was about to shoot someone, and now I'm annoyed.
All right, Phasma. Obviously, she made the top 3.
Yeah.
Joe, number 2.
Yep, it's IG-88. Like, IG-88 is a crazy character.
It's been hanging out there for a while.
He, with his little bucket head, his little bucket arms, his little bucket legs, he's just like a man made out of buckets. But he is, or she, I don't know. How do you?
Who cares? It's
how
a
do you-
robot. It's an it.
Yeah, it's
Hey.
yeah.
Hey,
Robots aren't people.
it's 2016, man.
Yeah. Man,
They
yeah.
are very, very good.
You need
It's a lesbian robot.
We can talk about this after hours. And no, IG-88 is insane now. Like, IG-88 used to be that guy that if you saw them, you killed them, and now you can't.
yeah.
And
And you really
Yeah.
can't, too. He has
And so the
good,
primary
he has
does-
a really good amount
yes,
of protection.
he has a good amount of protection, enough to make him, her, it, they last. And if you do a primary, heal block. If you do a AOE, ability block. Like,
Is
Yeah.
he the character that, for every droid or every character facing a
Yes.
negative, you deal more damage?
and
Yeah.
then
Oh
unique
my god,
ability
he deals
is
so
yeah.
much damage.
so if you can get some,
Unfortunately, though-
negative neggies on them before you do your sweep, it's even bigger. But it's kind of hard to pull that one off.
Yeah, and unfortunately, if you do run HK-47 as a lead with him, which you naturally would, he does not go. He goes before
Yeah,
HK-47.
he's faster than a 47.
Yeah.
Which has
Which is very unfortunate.
it's unfortunate, but it also opens a door to new tactics.
Yeah.
Where you
Sure.
try to lay the debuffs on, and then hold back on that AOE. But anyway, how you want to use IG-88? Like, he works best in a she works best in a droid setup. But I think with the current setup and the way things have changed, could work out of just about anything. Really.
You know what's interesting too, and I've never really thought about it, is he could kind of almost be a pseudo old Ben now.
He is, and if they stick, and if you can afford that little furnace to get him up to gear level 9,
Oh, he gets
and
strong.
raise
I
that
did it.
potency, I did as
Yeah.
well. I had one furnace, you know, those pre-made furnaces. If you're watching, you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
get back to February and start farming.
Anyways, he leveled his gear up, is what he's saying.
but on one, if I had to choose one character, it was him, because then you get to the next level, you increase the potency, and then that AOE has more chance of sticking.
And
Yeah.
a little bit of an addition here.
And yeah, like you say, pseudo Ben.
We're talking about Arena, but at the same time, in Galactic War, I always find myself, because you know in Galactic War, if you call an assist, and then whoever assists, if you retreat and swap out that person, it'll always be that slot
Oh,
to
yeah,
assist, right?
Yeah.
So I always add IG-88 because his assist deals so
Oh, it's
much
insane.
damage.
Does so much damage.
So much
Yeah.
damage.
And can put on an
It
heal
crits.
block.
It's got a crit for at least
block. 5 or 6.
over 10k.
Oh,
Let's say on average.
Easily, yeah.
On occasion. Maybe I'm having a bad time with him. I still love
I
him.
don't know. I mean,
I
I think so.
It hits hard.
I think
It
him
hits
and
hard.
IG-86 they crit for 10k.
Man, I did an AOE today where I noticed not a single character got hit for less than 4,000. If you add that
Wow.
up,
It's
that's
ton of
maths.
damage. Yeah.
That's maths. Yeah.
Maths,
That
bro.
is math.
Yeah. All right.
It's
so
it's pushing 20k for a single sweep.
So we're at number
before,
1.
Yeah. Before we go to number 1, let's go through our Hall of Fame so far. So at 10 we had Genosian Soldier, great guy, stuck in the mud,
Real solid
a
dude.
real peanut butter dude.
He knows what he's good at.
Rank 9 we had Qui-Gon Jinn, bit of a bro, bit of a pocket pick.
Yep.
Rank 8 5s. He's a tanky dude. Rank 7, HK-47.
Great AoE.
Absolutely. Rank 6, Stormtrooper Han. Classic.
Love him.
A beauty. Rank 5,
well.
we're a little divided
Torn?
on. That's fine. A little torn. I'm a little torn. And we had Poe, Yoda.
Pieces.
We decided we're going to sing every episode now, so stick around for the next one.
Yeah, well, we cut the anyway. Yeah.
Poe,
Yoda.
cut here, Lindy. Yeah.
No one cuts. This is
Poe,
after hours.
yeah. Poe, Yoda, and Leumi were at rank 5. Rank 4, we had Daka because I don't know if you know, but she's really good.
Yeah.
And rank 3, we had Phasma.
Big comeback.
Actually, as the Swedish people say, I'm trying to
Phasma.
Phasma. And IG-88 is at rank 2. And rank 1, we have our best friend in the red dress.
His love of your life, isn't it?
Love of my life, really.
And at this point, with our number 1, we should probably point out episode 3, episode 2. Go back. We called this.
Yeah.
We called this.
Called it.
We called it.
We called it.
Yeah. Royal Guard.
Oh god.
Royal Guard, and you're thinking, I bet you're thinking,
Yeah, he's
Royal Guard don't do no damage. He doesn't do anything. He does just some stuns. He does a small amount.
Just 85% of the time does a stun.
I forgot what happened on that.
Yeah. But he seems like such a bland pick, I think, in my mind, to save for number 1. But the thing about Royal Guard is you can just shoehorn this guy in any composition you want. I haven't seen one composition where this guy isn't good.
Actually, I saw him with Stormtrooper Han. That was scary.
Oh, I bet he was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, running 2 taunts is kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, really scary and annoying.
Yeah.
Run him with Stormtrooper Han and then a whole bunch of glass cannons behind them.
Exactly.
By the time you dealt with getting through the 2 tanks, one of their taunts would be back up again.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so good. I think, and I really feel like the meta will revolve around him, Yoda, ST Han, kind of stuff that takes a little bit of time to set up, and then and Poggle too. I think Poggle will really become part.
Never eked into our top 10 here, but
yeah, he really didn't actually.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, honorable mention. Honorable mention of 2 we were saying Savage.
It's just a bit too boring to talk about. Maybe.
I think Savage just got nerfed a bit too much.
He did, but man, I hope that guy actually gets there. And Ayala, however we say her name.
Alia. What? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one.
The only reason we omitted her, she's obviously a great character. We just omitted her because she's too hard to get.
Yeah, exactly.
So we scratch up the list. It's time to call it.
There we go. Well, with Royal Guard, I think it truly is time to call it. He stops you dead in the tracks. It's just...
He stuns, he defenses up. Did anyone use that ability? Ever?
I don't think that's an ability.
I try not to.
He does it.
No, he does.
His secondary that no one uses because he's too busy stunning people.
No, he just has an auto attack and then just a little X.
Yeah, a little X.
Yeah.
Just a little
like
tiny
X.
X.
Don't touch this.
That would be really cool.
You push
it matter.
It just says, "Don't be an idiot."
Yeah. It would be cool if they had a character that
now, how do
you just did a random thing every time you press the thing. It's just like could be anything. Could be Ugnaughts basic
We're going
attack
back to like
or
episode 4. Danny Wishpon and Star like, I want a character that can do anything at any moment.
Hey, sweet fact. The only reason we called ourselves Ritual Gaming was because we could share initials.
That's true. With Royal Guard. Yeah. Conspiracy, Illuminati. Yeah. This is us out. Ritual Gaming, Greg, Danny, and Joe. Like
After Hours.
After Hours. We'll catch you
Time
guys
for bed.
next time. Bye.